Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have discussed about law of dominance and law of segregation. Now, in this class, we will discuss about Mendel's third law, that is known as Mendel's law of independent assortment, that is also known as inheritance of two genes. So, this law based on the two traits taken by Mendel, and their traits are seed shape and seed color. So, let's see what is this law states that. What is this law? So this law states that when two pairs of traits occurs in a hybrid, then segregation of one pair is independent from the other pair of character. Once again, when two pairs of traits occurs in a hybrid, or you can say F1 progeny, then segregation of one, segregation is what? Separation. Then segregation of one pair is independent on the other pair of character. Once again, suppose that question asks define law of independent assortment. So this law based on inheritance of two genes. You can see inheritance of two traits. And this law states that when two pairs of traits occurs in a hybrid, or you can say F1 progeny, then segregation of one pair of character is independent on the other pair of character. So let's see the example and the various steps of this law. Okay, let's see. Mendel taken two traits, and that traits are seed shape and seed color. You know total 7 traits seen by Mendel in the pea plant, that is Pisum setae. So Mendel was taken this law. Okay, taken seed shape. Okay, seed shape and seed color. First, you have to know in the simple way seed shape and seed color. So seed shape was round and wrinkled. Round and wrinkled. Okay, and seed color was yellow and green. Yellow and green. Once again, Mendel was taking two traits of the pea plant, that was seed shape and seed color. Seed shape, when you see the table, you will find that the seed shape was round and wrinkled, and the seed color was yellow and green. For round, he was taken genotype capital R, capital R, and for wrinkled, small r, small r. Okay, for yellow, he was taken capital Y, capital Y, and for green, he was taken small y, small y. These are the genotypes for the shape of the seed and color of the seed. And out of these pairs, round was the dominant trait, yellow was dominant trait, whereas wrinkled recessive, green also recessive. So dominant trait always will write left side and the recessive trait right side. So let's see how we find out the F1 genotype, F2 phenotypic ratio, and F2 genotypic ratio. Let's see. Okay, so first of all, you will take the two traits taken by Mendel in the pea plant in this experiment. He was taken seed shape and seed color. Seed shape was round and wrinkled, seed color was yellow and green. For round, he was taken genotype capital R, capital R. For wrinkled, just small letter, small r, small r. And for seed color, yellow, for YY, okay, genotype, and for green, small y, small y. Let's see the entire hybrid cross in the pea plant. We will start from the parental genesis. It is already explained in the law of segregation. Okay, let's see parental generation. Parental generation. Okay, you will take here two parents, P1 and P2. Okay, then phenotype. Phenotype was, so you will write here round and yellow, because both are dominant. The dominant trait always you will write left side, and recessive trait always right side. Okay, so dominant trait round and yellow. That means what? Round shape, yellow color. Okay, and then round yellow, wrinkled and green. That means wrinkled seed and wrinkle. I have already explained, for round genotype will be capital R, and for yellow capital Y, and for wrinkled small r, and for green small y. So let's see genotype. So genotype we will write capital R for round, and for yellow capital Y. Make cross sign. Okay. Then you will write just for wrinkled. I have already explained small r for wrinkled, and for green it is small y. Let's see F1 gametes, first generation gametes. After parent always first generation will come. So for gametes formation, we will take one letters from each. So there will be, the gametes will be capital R, capital Y from this parent. Okay, and from this parent the gamete will be small r, small y. One letter we will take. These are the F1 gametes. What is the and the phenotype will be round, yellow, wrinkled, green. Let's see F1 progeny, F1 first generation progeny. Just we will combine both. Then this will be capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, and the phenotype will be round and yellow, because dominant trait always appear in the first generation. That means green and yellow will not appear, only all plants will be round and yellow. So phenotype will be round and yellow. That means all plants in the first generation having round shaped seed and yellow color. This is the up to first generation, all plants. So once again, you will take two parents. The first parent having phenotype round, yellow, wrinkled, green. So for round we will take capital R, and for yellow, Y. So total will be two pairs of traits. Here also for wrinkled we will take small r, and for green small y. One for gamete formation, you will take one letter. So capital R will take one time, and capital Y will take one time. This gamete produced by this parent, round and yellow parent. Okay, and here this gamete produced by this parent having wrinkled and yellow. So this is the F1 progeny. After this slide states that segregation when two pairs. You can see this is the F1 hybrid. Okay. So this slide states that, once again, this slide states that when a pair appears, that means how many pairs? Two pairs. When two pairs of traits, why two pairs? Because round, yellow, wrinkled, green. Two pairs. When two pairs of traits occurs in a hybrid, during gamete formation, this capital R, this pair, capital R, small r, independent segregate with this capital Y, small y. Or you can say this capital Y and small y independently segregate with capital R and small r. Once again, this capital R and small r independently segregate with capital Y and small y. That means one pair is independently segregate on the other pair. Or you can say this capital Y and small y independently segregate with capital R and small r. So you can say this capital R independently segregate with capital Y, small y, or you can say this capital Y and small y independently segregate with capital R and small r. So when we will recall law of independent assortment, we will find that when two pairs of traits occurs in a hybrid, during gamete formation, segregation of one pair of character, that is round and you can say round and small r is wrinkled. Segregation of one pair of character is independent on the other pair of character. When there is no segregation, only 2 types of gametes produced. But when independent separation takes place, 4 types of gametes produced. So this is the law of independent assortment. So after selfing, you will find the gametes. Okay. So let us see. Continue. We will write downside. Capital R. So you will go to the F2 gametes after selfing. What is selfing? In this case, the genotypes are same. Genotypes of the parents are same. So let us see. Capital R, small r. Capital Y, small y. Selfing. Capital R, small r. Capital Y, small y. Here genotype will be round yellow. According to the law of dominance, round and yellow. Here also round and yellow. Round and yellow. Okay. So when selfing will take place, this parent will produce. This is known as selfing. And for F2 generation, for F2 generation, there is a need of selfing between the parents of F1 generation. Okay. So listen. So 4 gametes produced by this parent and 4 gametes also produced by this parent. How? See, this capital R will combine with this capital Y. Then this capital R combined with small y. Then small r will combine with capital Y. And then small r combined with small y. So let us see how many types of gametes produced from this plant, this parent. So first combination will be capital R, capital Y. Capital R, capital Y. Then capital R, small y. Third one, small r, capital Y. Fourth one, small r, small y. One more method, just you will separate capital R and small r and you will write 2 times. Capital Y, small y. Again, capital Y, small y. So you can easily find the type of gametes. This is also known as the bifurcation method. So here will be capital R, capital Y. Here will be capital R, small y. Here will be small r, capital Y. And last one will be small r, small y. So this is the easier method, but you can easily understand here capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. There will be same gametes produced by both the parents because genotypes are same. It will also produce the same type of gametes. And these gametes are again capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. What is the phenotype of this gamete? Round and yellow, round and green, wrinkled and yellow, wrinkled and green. Once again, what will be the phenotype of this gamete? Round and yellow. And here, round and wrinkled. Why round and yellow? Due to capital R, it is round. Due to capital Y, it is yellow. Why it is round and green? Because capital R represents round and small y represents green. So this is round and, so you can write here round yellow. Round and yellow. Here will be round and green. Round and green. Why green? Due to small y. Why round? Due to capital R. This is wrinkled and yellow. Why wrinkled? Due to small r. And why yellow? Due to capital Y. So there will be wrinkled and yellow. And last one will be wrinkled and green. Why? Because due to small r wrinkled, due to small y green. So wrinkled and green. So how many? What are the total gametes produced? Wrinkled and green. Total 4 types of gametes produced from each parents. And number of squares always multiplication of the gametes. Total will be 16 squares in the unit. Unit square total will be 16 because multiplication of the gamete 4 into 4. Total will be 16 possibilities of the combination of gametes. So once again, this is the F1 progeny. Okay, this F1 progeny after cell pollination produce 4 types of gametes. Genotype and both parents will produce same type of gamete. Now let us see. This is known as F2 gametes. They have two, also known as the second generation gametes produced by the first generation parents. Okay, this is the F1 progeny. In after self pollination, the F1 progeny are self-ring. This acts as parent. It gives rise to 4 types of gametes. Let us see the possibilities of the phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio in the F2 generation. So for this you have to draw unit square, and you can easily find out the F2 phenotypic ratio for diabetic cross is 9:3:1, and genotypic ratio is, just see, you will draw the unit square. Okay, and find out the combination of the possibilities of the gametes. Okay, so how many total squares will be? 16, because 4 into 4. Number of squares always multiplication of the gametes are produced by the parent. Once again, number of squares is equal to the multiplication of the gametes produced by the parents. So total 4 gametes produced by the one parent and 4 from the other parent. So 4 into 4, total squares will be 16. So let us see total 16 squares we have to draw. So this is the 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here also 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So here I have already explained the unit square with the square shape structure used for the possibility of combination of gametes. Why total 16? Because 4 into 4, total 16. Again, suppose that male parent. So male parent, the gametes are capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. This is then produced by the first parent in the previous. And here again, so capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, and small r, small y. Now let us see, you will combine these together. So first possibility will be capital R, capital R, capital Y, capital Y. Again, second, capital R, capital R, capital Y, small y. Third, again you will combine to capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. And last, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. First combination over, come to the next. Again you will write this and this together. These 4 combined with this. So there will be capital R, capital R, capital Y, small y. Again capital R, capital R, capital Y, small y, small y. Then capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Next capital R, small r, small y, small y. Let us see third column. Again we will combine these gametes with this gamete. So capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Again capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Okay. Come to the next, small r, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Come to the next, small r, small r, capital Y, small y. Let us see fourth one. You will combine this column with this column. Okay. So capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Again capital R, small r, small y, small y. Then small r, small r, capital Y, small y. And last one, small r, small r, small y, small y. So this is the 16 combination produced in the these are the total 16 F2 progenies. Okay, now you will find out the F2 phenotypic ratio. So you will find out where it is present capital R and capital W. How many times capital R and capital W? Okay, how many times capital R, small y? How many times small r, capital Y? And how many times small r, small y? It will be the phenotypic. It will be represents the phenotypic ratio. So let's see. I will mark capital or capital Y with the star sign. Okay, to find out of 16 how many round and yellow. So this will be round and yellow because capital or capital Y present. Round and yellow. It will be also round and yellow. Capital or capital Y present. It will be also round and yellow because capital and capital Y present. Fourth one also will be round and yellow because capital or capital Y present. Both dominant traits present. Here will be also round and yellow because capital or capital Y present. But it is not because capital Y absent. It will be also round and yellow. It will be not because capital Y absent. Here will be also capital or capital Y present. So this is round and yellow. It will be also round and yellow because capital R or capital Y present. Due to absence of capital R, it will be not. Due to absence of capital R, again it will not. Okay? It will also capital R, capital Y, round and yellow. Okay, so you can see total 9 round and yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So round and yellow will be 9. Phenotypic ratio. Now see capital R, small y. I will mark with the square sign. Okay, capital R, small y. Find out capital R, small y. It will be capital R, small y. Capital R, small y. Okay. Again, capital R, small y. It will be also capital R, small y. Okay. One more capital R and small y there. So round and yellow how many? 9 shown by star sign. And a round and green shown by square. So how many total round and green? 1, 2, 3. Total 3. Okay. Let's see a round wrinkled and yellow. I will show by a triangle sign. Small r capital Y. Small r capital Y there. Small r capital Y there. And here also small r capital Y. So it will be also how many? Round and yellow? 9 shown by star. It is 3 and it is also 3. And last one I will show by the bubble. So this is the last one, that is only 1. So phenotypic ratio will be 9:3:3:1. Out of 16 9 composition will be round and yellow, 3 will be round and green, 3 will be wrinkled and yellow, and only 1 will be wrinkled and green. Okay, so after this Punnett square, you can write downside the possible combinations of phenotype will be okay. The possible combination will be 9:3:3:1. In the next class, we will discuss about the genotypic ratio of the Mendel's law of independent assortment. How it is 12, 24, 12, 12 and 1. Again I will draw the same, and we can easily find out this ratio. Genotypic ratio will be 1:2:2:1:1:2:1:2:1, where you will add total will be 16. Okay, so what is the phenotypic ratio of diametric cross? The answer will be 9:3:3:1. And what is the genotypic ratio? It will be 1:2:2:4:1:2:1:2:1. So you can write this sign. So phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio. Y1 because of the one time all letters are capital. Okay, Y2 it will come 2 times. That's why 2. When you will see the Punnett square in the next class, I will discuss about once again the phenotypic and genotypic ratio. So thank you. So once again you have to revise what is Mendel's law of independent assortment. So this law states that when a pair of traits occurs in a hybrid, you can say F1 progeny, then segregation of one pair is independent on the other pair of character. And in this experiment, Mendel was taken the 2 traits the seed shape and seed color. Seed shape was round and yellow, and seed color was seed shape was round and wrinkled, and the seed color was yellow and green. So in the next class we will discuss about once again the phenotypic and genotypic ratio. Okay, thank you.